Welcome everybody to the Get Bit Podcast, the podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. Yes, we are a little bit behind, but hey, it's Get Bit After Dark. Can't argue with that. But we are your host the most. I'm myself, Spartan, show guy Joe, Tafari TV. Fellas, it is the weekend. How we feeling?
Exhausted.
I know that all too well. But then again, I got kids, but I'm always exhausted. But Joe, what about you?
I'm already asleep. I just don't know it yet.
That says a lot. But with that being said, as you can see, we are a little bit on leveled up side, so we do try to watch our language on this show. But hey, we also do show trailers and video game trailers that might be still too intense for younger viewers. So if your discretion is advised, aside from that, welcome. So
after dark, we don't have to watch our language now.
Yeah, it is after dark, but you know, YouTube. I gotta say it just for posterity.
Yeah. Even the FCC doesn't track this late.
That is also true at South Park. But with that being said, guys, we do have some news from Gamescom as well as other things going on. But let's first start what we know from Gamescom. There were some surprises and there were some trailers we want to go after. The first one, again, should be no surprise. Omnimusha Way of the Sword did actually give us another trailer. And again, we're all looking forward to it.
Where are my manners? Hello there, fallen samurai.
To think something like this was right under the city. What fearsome power! Be careful!
Oh, righteous! And after everything you and your awful kind put him through, too. Were you feeling left out? Here, let me show you something to cheer you up.
Noise controlling this lightning.
I don't have time for these stupid games.
I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, do enjoy.
All I can sit there and say is 2026 cannot come fast enough. That was the latest trailer from Omnimusha Way of the Sword. As you can see, guys, comes out next year. Do we really need to say anything else about this game outside of just hurry up 2026, or am I missing something?
We do need to emphasize that this is not a Souls game. Go play the other Onimushas to understand what style of gameplay this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is a parry insta-kill thing, not a parry and wait for the life bar to drop 10%.
Okay.
This is insta-kill at its best. As I said earlier, go watch playthroughs. Go play it yourself. It's on PSN. You can do the first one. Also, it's good to know that the B-list voice acting is once again back in the English because, oh my God, that was awful. Yes, so bad. So bad. Not as bad as Onimusha 2. Onimusha 2 is bad on purpose. This is bad because they just couldn't get union actors.
You're not wrong. Tafara?
Yeah, and this has been a very sword mythical hack and slash weekend or week. So I can see how Onimusha might get lumped in there. But yes, to what Joe said, this one has been here. What did Denzel Washington say? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay if it wasn't for me. Basically, Onimusha has been here. Don't get it confused with a lot of these new
game. Technically 6, but 5. The 5th game on a major console.
Yeah.
7, because I forgot about Onimusha Warriors, which was the Power Stone clone.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it might look familiar, but best believe it's very much the blueprint for some of what we saw this week. So put some respect on his name.
Gamescom in general is just it's either samurai
Mm-hmm.
or what was that thing called? Not Crimson Zero, but
I'm trying to see where you're going with that.
no, it's like all the Honkai games. You're either
Uh,
or Honkai clone or a samurai clone.
okay. I was wondering what lane you were going with on that one, but to Joe's credit, again, please go back and play the games. As you said, a few of them are available on PSN. It is not Souls-like, although I know some people do like Souls games. I'm one of those. I'm playing Wu-Chain Fallen Feathers right now. That is a Souls game, and I'm having fun with it. I've died multiple times on that game, but I'm having fun with it. I know some people don't like Souls games. It's okay, but Onimusha is definitely not that. So just keep that in mind during 2026. The next trailer that we do.
That's what the phrase was. Genshin. It was either a Genshin Impact clone or some sort of samurai or Souls clone. That's all Gamescom was.
Yeah, pretty much. Although Genshin Impact is still fun. I haven't played that in forever and a day, but it's still fun. But yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. A lot of the games from Gamescom were definitely like that. But this next game, I have to give Joe credit on because at first I saw this, I was like, "What Rick and Morty cartoon were you watching?" But it's actually fun. And I'm gonna get this name, Densha Attack. If I've said this right, Joe, did I say it right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Now I need you to mute it and play MC Rock Around.
You are trying to get us paid.
No, tell me Tricky does not go with this.
Oh, it does, because someone beat you to it. I forgot who, but someone's already beat you to it. I was like, Tricky works with this. For all those that don't know what we're talking about, did you ever want to actually play a game where, well, you know what? I'm going to shut up and just play the trailer.
Do you want to rail grind as a bullet train? You wish Sonic was a train.
No idea what just happened, but I want it.
I'm the same way. As you can see, that was Densha Attack coming out in spring of next year. As Joe said, did you ever want to grind? Did you ever want to do a rail grind with a subway car? A lot more than that from what it looks like from the trailer. It's all over the place. It's over the top. Yes, Tricky would definitely work with this. I got nothing else I can say about this, but I just want to play it.
This is what most people in New York will tell you what traveling by subway feels like.
I would have to ask Lady Mando that question.
It's giving like train stuff meets not jet set.
Beautiful Joe.
Yeah,
that too. But what is the other one? I just had it. It was like one of the launch games for Xbox One.
Taxi?
Crazy Taxi,
Crazy Taxi, yes.
Jet Set Radio.
Video.
It was another. It was like one of the first. Radio? It was like one of the first Xbox One titles. It was Sunset Overdrive. It's very much giving me like Sunset Overdrive, but with the train and Crazy Taxi sound effects.
I can see that.
Zombies.
Like I can very much see this also being in an arcade somewhere.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it will be, just because I mean, who actually, you know what? It has to be somebody that says, you know what, skateboard is outdone. Do a subway car. and just do everything insanely impossible on it. But I'm all for it. But I'm definitely playing down the PS5 when it comes out next year because wow. Also wow, because I give Joe credit for this one. He found this one. Sir, do we want to explain Bounty Star first, or do you want to play the trailer?
I'm going to farm, and then I'm going to go hunt down people in a robot. And then I'm going to go back and farm again because I need carrots. But I also need mech parts. But I need carrots and sometimes potatoes. I've explained the game perfectly.
I'm just going to play the trailer. I'm trying not to laugh right now. Anyway, Bounty Star.
He's only laughing because I did actually explain the game perfectly.
Got a lucrative job, just sitting here. This building and the Junkie Mark II, primed to be the foundation of a legitimate operation. Clean it up, power it up, and take on a handful of low-risk bounties. And the cash will start pouring in.
They say rock bottom's the end. They're wrong. That's where the real work begins. Being in this place for a moment reminded me of greener times and places. It was good for me. I tried to run away from the things I've done. Thought distance could bury them. But ghosts don't care how far you ride. And I'm tired of running.
Okay, so it's like Mech Warrior and Farmville had a baby.
Yes, I gotta go shoot that 40-ton mech for my green peppers.
I actually kind of dig it. Bounty Star, the Moro's Tale of Graveyard Clem. Available actually this year, October 23rd on PS5. I dig it. I kind of want to see what the story kind of intrigues me a little bit. I do want to see where it goes, and really, I kind of want to see how the gameplay goes, because if you're going to be doing mech battles, I'm always going to use Mech Warrior as a standard, but it looks fun. I really do want to give it a shot, but what say y'all?
It's giving futuristic fuzzy lumpkins from Powerpuff Girls with the mech.
Yeah,
very much. You have a mech and a gun, and it's still good old get off my property type activities. Only you're shooting critters that aren't from Pokemon or Power World.
It's not Stompy Robot, but I'll take it.
I mean, true. It is a little bit more, I guess. I don't see water. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She's piloting like the equivalent of like a toad, or what do they call them? And what do the clans actually call them? But the miniature personal mech that they have.
Yeah.
Not a big stompy mech. I mean, I'm okay with it not a big stompy mech. It's a different type of game, but like, I just like my mechs to feel stompy when I go around on things, not super agile.
So more,
at least not in this type of game.
So more Mech Warrior, less Armor Core.
No, it's like that midway point where it's not quite Gundam, but not quite Mech Warrior.
So Escaflowne.
Less love triangles, but sure.
Just Titanfall farming simulator.
Yeah, Titanfall farming simulator. There we go. Perfect example.
I can go with
that. All right, so that clone who got a concussion and forgot he was a clone trooper and became a farmer with the mech instead of a shotgun.
I could see that. But move right along with the trailers. This one, again, another one from Game Science. Joe can tell you, as far as I can tell you, I stalked Game Science since the beginning of Black Myth Wukong. And it was also revealed at Gamescom that we are getting another Black Myth game. This one I am looking forward to because I had to do some research on it, because I know the name of the individual. I know the name of the mythological character, but I forgot what he does.
A
but
spirit
again,
medium and exorcist. In real life,
mm-hmm.
he was a brilliant scholar, but he was butt ugly. So the emperor told him, "I don't care how smart you are, you're too ugly for my court. Go kill yourself."
Mm-hmm.
So he will not be making an appearance in Apothecary Diaries.
He will not.
But he is, through mythological means, a powerful, spirit medium and exorcist.
Yep.
So he's just a really, really ugly Yusuke.
That being said, here's the teaser trailer. Dang it, Joe.
Oh, yeah. You ain't even trying. It's all me. Look at that belly of yours. Where's the mountain? Hey, you're falling flat, losing again. Got that coswork. Must will take us back. As long as we keep that mountain in our heart. Hey. No scolding, no flogging, life's spared. What risk going back? This place, we've got food on our table and...
And my obsession begins again. So basically, Game Science is coming out with the next step in the Black Myth series, Black Myth Song Queen. Again, like I said, like Joe said, he is a medium / exorcist. I had to remind myself of his story, so it's just the whole idea of where he's going to go with it. Game Science has already shown us what they can do with Wukong, of course, with the Monkey King and the War in Heaven. I can only imagine what they're going to do with this character. But outside of the teaser trailer, what do we think?
You go ahead, Joe.
I mean, I don't really have too much to contribute. It's just two guys hiding from somebody in that, and I don't really know what the gameplay is like, and anything outside of what the character is, and he rides a tiger.
True. I mean, it's a big-ass tiger. I'm just...
We probably won't play this game until beyond the...
Keep him in his own booth. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, I feel like we just got Wukong after waiting so long for it. So if this is if it's coming soon, I feel like it's a little too early for us to be getting just another Black Myth game, because I don't want them to be formulaic. My also crazy theory is that he was planning to run like a Game of the Year edition for like 2 more years, and the Game Awards thwarted his plan, so he was like, I'll show you, and then went and started another game.
I think we're going to be probably 2 or 3 years from it. Game Science did take their time with Black Myth, so with Wukong, so I can't see them. That game may come out, I want to say 2027.
That's fine. I don't want that coming out within the next like 365 days. Because I feel like we're still not done. Like I feel like no one has still found everything in Wukong as it is. So I'm just like, I hope we're not moving to the next Black Myth game like out of spite or chasing the trophy, because he had a whole speech prepared for an award. He did.
I will say this about Game Science: you guys did prove yourself a Wukong, so. What you do is Zong. I'm sorry. I just need to see game. I'm with like Joe said. Gameplay needs to happen. Hopefully within the next 6 months, or even at the Video Game Awards or Tokyo Game Show. I'm not picky. That's all I'm saying. But the next one we got shouldn't be really surprising because, again, it's retro gaming. We've seen it with Ninja Turtles. We've seen it with Battletoads. We've seen it with various other ones. Power Rangers is one I couldn't think of. We shouldn't be surprised that a He-Man game was coming. This one is called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Long name, but interesting game.
Skull is mine. Not so fast, Skeletor. Whoa, what's happening? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, coming soon to all platforms?
Yes, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Intense beat-em-up action that puts the power in your hands. Grab a friend and fight for eternity with 4 playable heroes. Classic arcade controls. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, coming soon. From Limited Run Games.
That's not bad. Why are they growing, Tafara?
Because Limited Run Games.
I mean, I hope it's I hope this is a digital and not only physical, because if it's limited run, you're not seeing that game.
Somebody's on She-Ra being the hidden character.
Yep, probably will be.
Probably
will be the hidden character. Still all platforms, so again, that's not bad. I think it's going to wind up being digital only, just because almost every game that has been the retro style, I don't even think none of them have physical copies. Am I wrong on that, Safari?
This style, they usually are, but Limited Run is the one who handles the distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you ordered Reader or Repulsa last year, you're probably getting it just now. Like, I ordered, and they had a change of, like, hierarchy and CEOs and junk. So, like there have been multiple times where my friends will put a package in the group just like, bro, I forgot what the fuck I ordered. Like, that is how long, like, they make to order, which is cool. But if your mailman hates you, you just spent like $60 to $200 on something that like can't be replaced. They have like one physical store. I don't know where it is, in some lost basement that you can actually buy stuff from. But like, I got the Force Unleashed physical that when it first dropped, Samurai Jack Battle Time, and sometimes it'll come out like everywhere, but you'll get like a unique case if you order through them. But whoever their new people are, turnaround time is doubled. Like, I ordered Force Unleashed in 2022. I got mine last. We're pissed because it's like, you did all that waiting just for it to be the PS2 port.
Yeah, that is kind of, for 2 years. You think a little bit more upscale. What are you thinking, Joe?
So, what do you think we're getting next? Thundercat?
SWAT Cats.
No, we need something
I
good.
Wish.
What?
Hey.
Okay, Gargoyles.
Really? We SWAT.
You know what? Gargoyles.
They had zero story or character development in any of those shows.
I love SWAT Cats.
Look, Gargoyles, the medieval times.
Right. I mean, Gargoyles. I was gonna say
or Transformers. So we got like 80s cartoon. They're doing 80s stuff and Power Rangers.
And 80s
Transformers, Thundercats, Silverhawks, Brave Star. And if you really know your stuff,
big bad Beetleborgs beat them up.
I'm not mad at
really
that. Want both Jay Leno and digital 32-bit? Yes. You're lying. Because we all know we want digital Mystic Knights of Tyr and Oak.
Don't bring that. Don't summon that into existence.
All right, fine. Digital.
I know where you're going. No.
Beverly Hills.
I know you were going to say that.
Digital Samurai.
That was gonna be my.
I mean, Superhuman Cyber Squad. I'm not mad about that.
Digital Los Luchadores.
Not actually mad about that one either.
Yeah, I know.
Nice Tiger Sharks.
Yeah, we had
Street Frogs to beat them up.
You know,
we've had like 3.
I mean, yeah, Battletoads.
Yeah,
So.
we've had 3 of these for TMNT. I don't remember if Battletoads got their own. We had Rita's Revenge like last year.
Yeah,
the Proud Family's going. I'm also wouldn't be mad at a Proud Family beat 'em up.
I mean, we did get Simpsons home. We did get Simpsons Hit and Run.
The way that
but like Sugar Mama has to be overpowered.
The way that last season ended, the beat 'em up will be Oscar's belt on Penny's ass. Like,
I'm just saying, but no. But yeah, if they do the retro games, I wouldn't be mad about a Transformers one. But
honestly, 32-bit fall of / what was it, War for Cybertron type deal. I would be okay with that.
Yeah, War for Cybertron was pretty good. And
special moves, you just turn into your ult and run into the character.
I mean, they did get Grimlock down because you had to. That was some fight between Grimlock and Megatron's arcs. Those were some fights, but person can dream. Moving right along, we do have another updated trailer from Ninja Gaiden 4. Again, this is focusing more on the Raven clan versus the Hayabusa clan. But the gore and everything else is still there.
Since ancient times, the Hayabusa and Raven ninja clans have fought to keep peace, with the Hayabusa clan in the spotlight. But your clan, Raven, has always had a secret motive.
Thanks. I owe you one, Hayabusa.
Expect heavy resistance from the VDO. We're all counting. Giacomo, just focus on the hostiles for now.
Understood. Stop this madness. Stay away from the Dark Dragon Seal. Go back home to your little raven nest. Or die here. If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon, prove it.
The very even a mortal such as yourself has heard of me, I am sure. Die, insect.
Please, don't kill him. The whole world is at stake.
All right, so that was the trailer for Ninja Gaiden 4, as you can see, coming out October 21st of this year for PS5, and also eventually for Xbox as well. Of course, pre-orders have already started in. There's nothing more I can say outside the fact that there's so much more I want to know about this story, because you're fighting everybody, including a one-armed samurai, which I'm trying to see how that battle's gonna go, but I've got another more.
You're terrible.
You know what? I brought that on myself. I opened that door. I brought that. That's a letter kitty moment. That's a letter kitty moment. I brought myself in on that one. But no, there's this. I'm excited. It's just a couple months away, so I can't wait to actually. This might be one of the games that I actually will just go ahead and pay full price for. But what are you guys thinking?
I've touched the Ninja Gaiden game here and there. I don't fully know the story. This is like the next official chapter in the whole.
It's another arc. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's cool that it's still going. That there's still plenty of stuff out there for Ninja Gaiden fans. Because didn't this got announced last time, and then they dropped a 2 remake.
Well,
right?
They did what's actually out there right now, Shinobi Active Vengeance, which is actually available on Xbox and PlayStation right now. Fun 2D scroller. It kind of reminds me of Shinobi 3.
So this is like their third game in almost a year and some change.
Yeah, this will be the third game.
Good for Ninja Gaiden fans, man. They are absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's a nice time, especially after that Ninja Gaiden Black remake. that was still fun to play. I just need them to go ahead and redo Sigma. That's all I ask. But Joe, about you?
I mean, I think it looks fun. I'm wondering when Raiden shows up, or they got to fight a Metal Gear, but
I mean,
or
with the
Dante,
lightning,
either or.
If Dante,
no, the less said about Final Fantasy 13, the better. We all know that.
I'm about to say if Dante shows up, that'd be a hell of a crossover. But I digress. Come on October for multiple reasons. But
also, if it's the
next game,
are we going to actually see Raven from Tekken?
No. You really think what's his face is really gonna allow Team Ninja to do that?
Yes.
You really believe so?
Well, they've already talked to him before.
I'm just saying.
Rod is doing for anything.
I mean, Raven being in the actual Raven clan would be nice to see. I'm just saying. Not to say that Mr. Harada wouldn't do it. I'm just saying the company that shall not be named may have an issue with it.
Koei Tecmo? Yeah. Why should they not be named? They haven't done anything bad.
I know, but corporations these days.
You're confusing them with someone else again.
No, I'm saying Koei Tecmo. I am saying the right company because I'm just saying I agree with you with the fact that Raven should be in this because it makes sense. I don't think they'll pull that trigger. It'd be nice though if they did. But I'm just saying they would.
My eyebrows can only go so high.
Lord. That also being said, the next show that we do have, I'm pretty sure all of us agree on this one because number one, it's Lego. Who has a bad? When has Lego ever put out a bad Lego game?
When you step on it.
I hate you for that. I hate you so much for that. Well played, but I hate you for that. I should have said video game. I messed myself. I again left the door open. That being said, we are getting a Lego Batman game. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Here's the trailer.
I need to become more than a man. I need to become a symbol.
What did you have in mind?
Who are you? I'm Batman. Serious. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I'm allergic to nuts.
Who's the man behind the mask?
I got you!
You think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by... Ah! Who put that there? I could have really hurt myself.
Oh man, that was Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. As you can see, will be on all platforms in 2026. Oh, that was Wow, that's still funny to me. That also being said, guys, the details that we do get from Lego Batman game, if you haven't already figured it out, it will follow Bruce Wayne's entire story. It does incorporate elements from each Batman film. It is open world. So if you played a couple Lego games, they are a little bit more of the open world style variety. As you saw in the trailer, you did see the Joker, you did see the Penguin, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, and Bane will also be in this. Also, playable characters include Jim Gordon, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, and Talia al Ghul. It has 2 difficulty levels, Cape Crusader and Dark Knight. So I guess that tells you what your hard and difficult levels will be. The Batcave can be customized to display bat suits, vehicles, and more. We'll have 2-player local co-op, and the game includes, if you haven't already saw that from the trailer, it does have an Arkham style combat system. Fellas, what can we say about that? I mean, outside of, I know I'm sold, but what about y'all?
I mean, one, that's how you reuse Arkham assets without ruining your entire canon and timeline and killing off Wonder Woman and Robin and Nightwing and Jason and Batgirl are just missing, I guess. Mm-hmm. But also, I think they said they're adapting like almost every movie.
It's like an amalgamation of all the movies into one storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good way to take the younger audience who maybe won't experience those films or can't or weren't around and introducing them to it in a way that's fun, that is child-friendly and ridiculous because, yes, it's Arkham combos, but you're like spinning people's heads and throwing trash cans on them. So it's good for the people that are veterans. It is a great way to introduce the younger viewers and maybe want to explore other stuff. I like it. I'm good for it. I think I very much will be pre-ordering because it looks entertaining so far. I haven't seen anything bad. Combat system, which again, combat in a Lego game is not going to be the biggest thing, but the fact that they went through making it close to like Arkham style with the takedowns and the flying, I'm curious to see how they tell each of these stories. So,
well,
yeah, this would be a nice little Dark Knight.
Probably swapped Pattinson Batman with Danny DeVito Batman because there's slightly less child murder and blood involved with Pattinson Batman.
Well, they did do the Penguin chase scene from his movie, so
I would think
I would
think it'd be more Colin Farrell than Danny DeVito.
Yes, because again, slightly less child murder involved with the Colin Farrell version.
Well, with that, we just have political assassinations. So
yeah, pretty much.
But the most important thing we're all missing here is Matt Berry's voicing Bane,
and you can clearly hear him. I'm sorry, that just sticks with me.
All I want to hear him do is that one line from What We Do in Shadows and just yell "Bat."
I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Also, what was with them? There was one of them at IGN doing like yeses or no's or no comments, and it's like, is there a reference to this? Yes. Is there a reference to this? No comment. Is there? Which I'm curious to what jokes they poke at the studio that get them like pulled from shelves on week 1.
Oh, there's at least gonna be a lot, but either way, 2026 is kind of shaping out to be a lot of new releases that we're expecting. But speaking of things that I wasn't expecting to see anytime soon, especially from the Netflix side, Blue Eye Samurai. If you have not already seen it, you should actually see the first season of Blue Eye Samurai. So far I've seen it. We freaking love it. Again, if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend that you do, as we are about to actually get season 2, which is the trailer we're about to show now.
It's a demon's path, littered with death. Revenge does not hesitate. And I will have it.
I must kill him.
It is time for me to begin my quest.
Hi, I'm Michael Green.
Amber Noizumi. We're the co-creators of Blue Eye Samurai.
This is Jane Wu, executive producer on Blue Eye Samurai Season 2.
Misa's journey remains the same. Revenge is her religion.
She believes that at least 2 of the men she's out, Mizu, at the top of Season 2. She is breaking in somewhere to kill someone. Something else you might notice in these images is that Mizu is holding her sword. That might tell you when this is happening. In Season 2, we see the sword maker, we see Taigen, we see Ringo, we see Kemi.
There are also going to be maybe some people you thought died who maybe are still alive.
You're really going to give them that?
No?
Part of second season is refining a live action philosophy. You have to get stunt people that knows what they're doing.
When we started Blue Eye Samurai, we had no idea if anyone would be interested in this, if anyone would think it's fun, if we would even be allowed to make it. So we want to say thank you to the fans for showing up.
This is a story that needs to be told, and animation happens to be a very good medium to tell the story. I can't wait to share what we have in store for Blue Eye Samurai Season 2. I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Legend is what history doesn't record, but still remembers.
Yeah, not the burning oil.
Yep, I knew that's all they're going to give us. So as they said, that's start production. Again, for Blue Eye Samurai 2. I couldn't remember if she got 2 of them. I think in the first season, there's 6 guys that she's going after, and I think she only got 1.
I think she got a few of them, and then the main one she was after is the one who pleaded with her and let her go to London, but we never knew if she did it or not.
Yeah, she never.
So I'm curious if this is a flashback we're seeing, because who has a place built like this in London? And then how do we keep the other cast involved without throwing them away while she's in a whole other
Unless I think old boy followed her, the one with the pan, because she couldn't get rid of his ass. So I think he winds up following her. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Again, I'm not knocking it. Also, we need to reiterate: Blue Eye Samurai is not for kids. Please do not let your kids watch this. This is more of an adult anime. So again, you've been warned. But yeah, once we get actually a production date, I'm definitely catch this on Netflix. But what say you, Safari?
I'm excited for it because that was one of those ones that I just saw people talking about, and then I wasn't expecting it to be as graphic as it was. It's also the show that started Kevin on Stage's anime journey. So
right. Send him right into One Piece, despite Lady Mando's objections. But Joe, anything else you want to add to Blue Eye Samurai?
Never seen it.
Really?
Okay, fair enough. I think it would be up your alley. Okay. Sorry about that.
Hey, Kiss Anime is still up.
Yeah, I'm about to say that the Grand Line is open to all. especially since, well, let me shut up because streaming services are all saying run your pockets right now. So.
And they're telling each other get down and lay down because
considering both companies just raised their prices.
Exactly.
The tariffs.
And then GameStop said, "Hey, look, trade a console. We'll give you an extra $50. How about that?"
Pretty much. The grand line will be busy again. That cycle just keeps coming back around. But the last trailer that we got, again, me and Tafari, Chronos: The New Dawn. Man, if you love survival horror, and I'm like, not survival horror that's scary, but survival horror that's more visceral than graphic, then you're probably gonna like the next trailer for this one. Basically called Chronos: The New Dawn.
Are you glad to see me, friend? Stay calm.
That, all I can say is wow. That was Chronos: The New Dawn. As you see, guys, comes out September 5th. Not too far from now, right after Labor Day of this year. Like I said, if you love Dead Space, Alan Wake, I'm trying to think of every survival horror game out there. Even The Quarry. This is gonna be up your alley because it is definitely a mind trip. I definitely want to give this a shot once it comes out on PS5. But Tafari, what say you?
That's it. It's kind of giving me Dead Space meets Dead by Daylight, with maybe some weird extraterrestrial / interdimensional kind of crazy. Because I mean, everything with the suit and I don't know, maybe cats are just sacred and untouchable in this world. I don't know. But it looks interesting enough as it is.
Yeah, I'm definitely digging that. Joe, would this entice you to play it, or would this be a wave it as you pass it by?
What are we even talking about?
Chronos: The New Dawn.
I know what I said.
Dang, you already? Not interested, sir.
What?
Not interested.
Sure.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
I mean, there was a couple of them that came through Gamescom. And I was just like, all right, like Indiana Jones got some DLC. Cool. I'm glad that game is doing well. I feel like people picked it up and put it down like immediately. I saw we have CDL Simulator.
Road Kings. I want to play that.
Yeah,
I want to play that.
I feel like that game is going to be weirdly more popular than they expected.
Whoever came up with that trailer was a genius.
Like they got the cinematics down. I'm like, this is literally just CDL Trucker Simulator.
Oh, but but again, and like Joe and like Tafara said, there were other games that did also get announced as well. Just for time's sake, we really couldn't go into them. Especially with like Lords of the Fallen, Warhammer 4. I can keep going on the list. Damon Egg, Fallout, which again, footage from Fallout Season 2, which we will definitely cover. If not this episode, the next episode. Toxic Commando, Honor of King's World. I mean, like I said, Silent Hill F. We can keep going down the list. There were almost, I think, I'm close to 40 to 50 games that were announced during opening games, and then subsequently on following days after that. But one thing, outside of the trailers that we did show, there was a couple of news bits that we did want to get into, especially in the world of Monster Hunter Wilds. To which, and forgive me, guys, I'm waiting for my assistant to catch up with me. There we go. So, Final Fantasy 14 and Monster Hunter Wilds are doing a crossover event with Omega and Arkveld. Joe, I know you got the information on this, so exactly what's happening with this collaboration event?
So we're once again collabing with Final Fantasy 14 as we did Monster Hunter World. Mm-hmm. Monster Hunter World gave us Behemoth, and they got to fight Rathalos. This time we are getting Omega Weapon, and Final Fantasy 14 is going to be getting Arkveld. We get to dress up our sacreds as chocobos, and likewise, Final Fantasy 14, their chocobos can become sacreds. We also noticed that we can get endemic life cactars in Monster Hunter Wild. Monster Wilds, I don't know. I think you can get palicos in Monster Hunter in Final Fantasy 14, but more likely this is going to be a 9-star or 9-tier hunt monster, which is the highest tier right now. No word on armor or anything yet. Final Fantasy, this is coming in end of September. Late October is when the Final Fantasy 14 crossover with Wilds happens. So good stuff. I do want to see what we get. More weapons, more armor, whatever they can give me for Gunlands. I'll take it. I am looking forward to fighting Omega Weapon, because if you've ever played a Final Fantasy VII, Omega Weapon's usually harder than the final boss.
Omega Weapon will give you nightmares.
Except for Final Fantasy VIII, because I don't mind fighting a level 10 Omega Weapon.
I just don't want to fight Omega or Ruby Weapon ever again.
They didn't have Omega Weapon in Final Fantasy VII. They had
Ruby,
Emerald, and Diamond.
Yeah, Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond. That's what I'm saying.
I'm so curious to see how they work that into whatever the third game is going to be called.
Well, we briefly saw possibly Emerald in the Gungaga reactor.
The fish?
That's basically who that was.
Or maybe a new thing that could be like a new weapon, Sapphire.
I was going to say, wasn't there 2 of them down there?
Yeah.
And then we ended up lending it a hand. So I'm like, are we going to be saving the weapons or slaughtering them like in the last game?
Yes.
I feel like we could go either way.
Yeah, the answer to that question is yes.
It could go either way. But either way, for that one, Monster Hunter is, I'm so behind on Wilds, and I literally have the game, and again,
you literally
still need to
play it with me, and I could carry him so far.
I know you could. I just have to start. I just have to start. That's the thing.
I'm 160.
See, yeah, you will sneeze on most of the monsters I fight and win. Matter of fact, breathe on. I mean,
I'm also immortal. What's your point?
My point being is, well, that would be a hell of a kick up for doing almost nothing. But anyway, we're not going to do that. But again, Monster Hunter with Final Fantasy 14 looks to be a nice collab, so it'll definitely be seeing it from there. With that also being said, we did announce Mark Ruffalo and I forgot the guy's name that was going to play Scorpion. Forgot his name already. But we did announce a week beforehand that they will be joining Spider-Man's brand new Daycast. We now know that there'll be a third person joining. Again, if you watch Severance, you know who this person is right here, Tremel Tillman. He's actually been casted in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We don't know his role yet. Now, man, look, I was guessing Robbie Robinson.
I mean, if it's gonna be something like Severance, it'll be him and Mephisto just making Peter's life hell.
See, that's the thing about it. Nobody knows. But again, if you've seen Severance, you'll recognize this man. Again, Severance is a rabbit hole. I'm just gonna go ahead and say right now, it is a rabbit hole.
Maybe he's a variant of his person from Severance, because Mephisto has so many clients, he now has to tally out his work to other people, and then it's gonna change the title from Brand New Day and scratch it out and be One More Day, and that storyline everyone hates is gonna come. But
it is speculation though, because he could be Norman Osborn. I mean, let's be honest. As long as the waves are there, nobody's gonna complain. He could be Robbie Robinson, for all those that don't know, J. Jonah Jameson's right-hand man, and the only man that he will never scream at, in Spider-Man's universe. He could be. I don't want to say Electro because it's too early to kind of bring up that rogue in Brand New Day, since we're starting with a grounded Spider-Man. I was trying to think of anybody else that he could possibly play, but I'm sorry, Robbie just seems to stick out to me.
Jeff Morales, maybe.
I mean,
Jefferson Davis.
I mean, he could wind up being Morales. He could be Miles' father, and kind of start to plant that seed. There's that possibility. I honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, I don't know, and I think they love it. They love the fact that, of course, again, Mr. Tillman, amazing actor, but who knows? It's almost like Denzel. You don't know what Denzel's going to play in Black Panther, but you know it's going to be a role. In the same sense with Mr. Tillman, we don't know what role he is playing in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I want to say it's going to be a villain. I could be completely wrong, and he could be Mr. Negative for all I know. It just depends.
I thought they had like an Asian casting call for a accurate Mr. Negative, or at least a Martin Lee. Then again, they also got Hulk and Florence Pugh and Punisher in here, so I think it's still a grounded level story, but I think it's very much going to be a Spider-Man story of one swing through New York, you will literally see everyone doing their own business. So.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing, though. It's like, who would he play? Because someone even, I mean, yeah, it's just like Norman Osborn, Tombstone. You said Jefferson Davis. I think someone even said Hammerhead. Someone said Hammerhead or Moses Magnum. I mean, when I tell you the level of people he could actually play, I'll be honest with you, I'm intrigued. But Joe, what say you?
Norman Osborn.
Think so? Okay. I mean the waves. I mean the man can do it. As long as the waves are on point, nobody will argue. But again, good casting, can't knock it. I like what they're doing so far with Brand New Day. I think I want to say Marvel's listening to us. I want to say that with absolute certainty.
Marvel is listening to us. We need to hope that Sony is listening to Marvel.
That part. Because again, we did already say that Shameik Moore is recording his lines for Beyond the Spider-Verse, and either get that man a dog or get him therapy. One of the freaking two.
Either way, what do you mean just now recording? Y'all delayed it like 6 times. Nobody on that cast has been that busy. Like, why are we just now?
That is a fair assessment, but that's, I guess, because of I want to say because of the previous movies. Maybe that was it, or the fact that there had to be such red tape. And that's the thing that always bothers me, because you don't know if it's Sony or Disney / Marvel. Because right now, Sony's holding the cards. They'll never sell the rights back. They'll never sell Spider-Man rights back to Disney. They're just going to market them as advertise them as best they can to get the most out of profit. But I don't know. Man, like I said, when it comes to Spider-Man and it comes to Incredible Hulk, those are the biggest red tape IPs I have ever seen.
It's either that or like the animation studio saw that K-pop Demon Slayer money and was like, you know what? Let's ride this thing out for like another year.
Probably so.
But I think it'll be good. I feel like I know too much, and I would like to stop.
Yeah, I mean they should, but will they? That's the question. But speaking of questions, though, this is probably going to be the shortest answer I could ever give about this. But with Gamescom, Microsoft did actually show off their with the Republican gamers. So we did actually get to see the Xbox Ally X version of their deck. They did give a little bit of the specs for the raw Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X. What they didn't say, outside the fact that they're going to be available October 16th, we still don't know the price. Do we want to even speculate? Because, again, they have been talking about this handheld. We have sat there and said that this handheld will probably be the end of the Xbox One X and XS runs. As you know, they're going to more handheld games now, more PC run games now. Do we even want to speculate, or just go ahead and say we're looking at PS5 Pro prices for this thing?
Then $699, high end $899.
Hey, Jesus, but that's not far off. Whatever old console prices were before this increase on every team, probably that.
I'm just saying, we're gonna do prices right. I'm like, yeah, I agree with Joe. $699 for one, $899 for other. I can see them doing that because, again, and mark my words, they're going to shortchange the inventory. It's going to be the PS5 all over again.
Well, yeah, they're going to shortchange the inventory because we're running low on transistors and we are tariffing the people who make them to the point where they cannot afford to send them over anymore.
Ding ding. So yeah, it is going to be. Yeah, I'm sorry. I get it. The handheld area, the handheld market is starting to heat up. But like Joe said, tariffs and whatnot are destroying conductors, resistance, and semiconductors, resistors, and other microcomponents that we do get overseas that are being 4 times the amount cost to get them over here. So yes, those same components used in smart devices, electronics, things of that nature, will jack up prices. But I'll say this before we move on to the next bit of news. Even at those prices, is the Ally X worth it?
No, because we already have a Steam Deck.
Yeah, that
half the price.
And before Steam Decks, we had Backbones, and then Sony just made their own version and put a label on it. So I'm good.
Because that's what I'm getting at. There's nothing about the Ally X that, like you guys said, there's already Steam Decks out there. There's you can get for $300, $400, you can get a OLED U Steam Deck at 1 terabyte of memory for less than $400 right now, which again would do everything and even plays Xbox PC Game Pass. So Microsoft, you honestly got your work cut out for you, because again, it's going to be hard for us to even validate a price point like that. But again, I digress. Also, what was announced during opening games night for Gamescom, Sekiro is getting an anime, and it's coming to Crunchyroll. Jesus, Crunchyroll, you were supposed to be the one that brought balance to the force, not destroy it. The anime is basically going to be called Sekiro No Defeat. It's basically going to be channeling Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. There's not an official wording on where the story is going, whether or not it's going to be following the game. It just lets us know that it's going to be a reimagining of the Sengoku era in Japan. So I would say this: if you play the game, I wouldn't expect the game to be the same. I'm sorry, I wouldn't expect the anime to be the same. So as you can see here from the screenshots, I mean, I'm not knocking it. I get Ninja Scroll vibes, and Ninja Scroll was still beautiful animation in my opinion. But overall, from what it looks like, I'm intrigued to see where they go with the Wolf and the Young Master. Of course, the samurai that again gave Wolf a one-handed approach, if you get my drift. But yeah, I'm digging it as far as what it looks like. Although it is Crunchyroll, but let's be honest, Unless you're on the Grand Line, you got to pick your streaming somewhere. But fellas, what are we thinking of the animation, and are we going to be watching outside of myself?
I'll check it out just because I haven't actually played Sekiro, but this looks very well done. It looks like they took their time with it, and they at least put a lot of thought and love into each frame.
They really did. Joe, what say you? Does it pique your interest to put on your watch list?
No, I will. I enjoyed the game when I played it.
Fair enough. But yeah, but like I said, not a release date on that as of yet, when it will be on Crunchyroll, but once it does, I'm assuming it's going to probably be 2026, because again, that seems to be the year that everything's got released in 2026. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, with games coming out, with animations coming out, and I think, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, the final episodes of My Hero Academia will finally come out. So we'll finally get to see that long gestated battle between All Might and All Might and All for One. So along with Deku and Shigeru. But Shigagi is what I meant to say. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm curious if because I know they got the S Justice game coming out.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if that's going to cover the whole saga or just the end of it. Because they have, I never played the other two Justice games. I think they were just like beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
Or like very simple arena fighters without like boss battles in them. So I'm curious how S Justice goes, and if it comes out, does it finish the story before the anime does? Because that's literally what happened with the Storm franchise for Naruto.
That is a good point. And I want to say yes, but I don't know. Because again, I don't know, because again, they do a good job of actually giving us complete games. Like I said, I love My Hero with each of their games, and All Justice actually coming out very soon. So that is a good point. I don't know if they're actually going to really finish story for the anime come up. It's almost like Demon Slayer waiting for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc tickets, and still waiting for Jujutsu Kaisen to give us the final arc of that story. But again, I digress. But as far as that goes, like you said, there's other things that did come out news-wise from Gamescom. Unfortunately, really couldn't go into, but we did find out that Silk Song. Good God, I cannot talk. Silk Song does have a release date for this year. It'll be in October. We found out about Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and immediately it's kind of getting hated on, as my son drops something behind me. Well, yeah, as long as it's not your hand. So, also, Lords of the Fallen, we did find out about Warhammer. We found out about Infield. We found out about the next DLC, like Tafari said, from Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, the Order of Giants. We found out about Deadpool VR. The problem is it's VR, but I can go, far from that. We found out about Time Taker, Silent Hill, the Divine Comedy, Ghost of Yotai had a new video. But we can keep on going from there. But as these games do get closer and more does come out, we will definitely do our best to actually show them and discuss them properly. But show-wise, guys, I know Peacemaker did come out. Peacemaker did come out as of yesterday. This is the first episode of the second season. I do know that Alien Earth did have a new episode. Outside of that, fellas, did you guys have any thoughts or opinions on either one of those shows? Because unfortunately, life was lifing, so I have yet to get to them.
Actually, going back, if somebody explained to me the Silk Song hype, like I knew Hollow Knight had fans. I didn't know it had like fans like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like I saw people, as Mushu said, popping out of the woodwork like daisies. Like, oh my God, it's real! And I'm like, I didn't know y'all were waiting. And everybody was posting the All Might meme of like, it's your turn. It's like, don't worry, Kingdom Hearts fans, we'll get you. I'm like, I didn't know we were in line next to anybody.
Because they kept pushing it back. It's like I think we saw Hollow Knight. I think Hollow Knight was, dear God, 2022, 21. So,
and I didn't know. I know it did well. I didn't know Hollow Knight had like a hype behind it like this.
Yeah, Hollow Knight is basically. I will say this: Hollow Knight is like Cuphead if Cuphead had several sequels. Because the fighting, I mean, the The fighting aspect is good. There's plenty of challenges. It's not boring. It's cinematic, and it engages you. Like, don't get me wrong, 2017 was the first game. Sorry. So 2017 was the first Hollow Knight game. But the one that we're waiting for, Silk Song, was supposed to be the next iteration of Hollow Knight. The problem was, call it the company, call it money, call it whatever you will. It was supposed to actually come out in 2025. It was supposed to come out in 2023, but got pushed back. Then there was problems. Then it got pushed back again. So they kept on saying, bear with us. We will, eventually have this game produced. And then, it was a surprise because it was rumored that it was just going to be Xbox and PS5. But the fact they mentioned the Switch and Switch 2, which again would make sense. The Switch 2 needs all the IPs it can get right now. But the fact it was actually announced at Gamescom for them to say you are going to get this game, this year, says a lot, because they did not announce a release date. They didn't announce a release date at all until last week. So that's why a lot of people, myself included, we're excited. But like you said, Tafari, you kind of put us in the same way as you guys on the on that tip, as far as waiting for the next game release or just waiting for the next iteration of the game or of Kingdom Hearts. So, but trust me, we felt that pain till they were like, "Oh, you're gonna get the game this year," and be freaking excited about it. But that's why.
Okay.
But yeah, outside of that, like I said, I still got to catch up on King of the Hill because I haven't finished that series yet. But yeah, you guys want to get reviews on anything that you guys are watching or just want to let people know about?
We saw face hugger surgery this week, so that's
so they did show it.
Also, I didn't realize they were that fully formed. As I thought they launched as eggs. I didn't know they were just like basically xenomorph baby. Xenomorph, what is it? Tadpoles with teeth?
Oh, so it did. Okay, answers one of my two questions.
They show the actual parasite the facehugger implants you with this time, which is brand new lore to everything. Like, we knew they implanted you with something, but we've never seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time we've seen it shown.
And seeing how he burrows his way into the living tissue, I'm like, you guys don't feel that? Like, even the people who wake up and chest burst later, like, that doesn't hurt?
No, because remember, they completely asphyxiate you, and you're unconscious while that's happening.
That is true. You are knocked out while they impregnate you.
I guess. But, like, for the people that have walked around in movies and shows and they don't feel it till it's time for it to burst out, I'm like, you don't feel that little dude just in there just gestate? Because I need to see what is it doing. Is that just how it burrows in, or is it in there just like biting at flesh and feeding? Because that's
no, it just incubates, then it pops out.
Okay. Because the way he went, first off, don't take my organ and then do that and leave me in the room with it. Like, what is wrong with you? That was my one thing. But I'm curious to see what happens now. Also, nice to know that a synthetic can basically go toe to toe with the xenomorph.
Oh, wait, she killed it?
Yeah. She very basically squares up with it. But I guess synthetics are sensitive because she passes out.
So she doesn't die. She killed it, but she survived.
Yeah, she leaks a little bit of white blood and then coma, I guess, for her.
And now she may be psychically linked to it.
What was that? I was so confused. What is that about?
So they either mix blood or she has some DNA.
She can't have DNA because this is the first time Prodigy has a xenomorph.
But she's somehow psychologically linked to it.
Yeah.
Was she linked before the battle, or did they show?
No, like they had like a whole fight, and then when they're dissecting the face hugger, she's like having brain embolisms along with.
We also see that she has like a muscle in her back spike up for a hot second. Go back and watch where she initially feels the thing.
I haven't seen it.
That one's too far out.
Okay.
If you go back to that one scene and look at the back of her neck, and it kind of spikes out for a hot second.
Huh.
Yeah, you know what it was? But it was that along with the telepathic talk between the two synthetics. Like, I'm still not getting what the other dudes, the Wayland guy who failed.
Oh, the cyborg. He just knows that He just knows that the Indian kid is like the weakest of all women, easy to manipulate.
I figure because he's like, I used to be a dad. I'm like, you are a liar, sir.
Huh.
And if we're maybe jumping body to body, how old are you?
And plus, he needs him to come out in the open because remember he put the data disc on his neck.
That's what I was like. What was that about? I thought he was gonna like flatline right there when he did that.
Yeah, he like had the data disc fingernail and then put it on the Indian dude's neck.
Oh, that's what he was. Okay.
I have still gotta go watch this. I just gotta see this fight. I had to see this fight where she actually survived because old boy.
You don't see everything.
They very much find a way to. That's the budget off screen, and then you kind of see the results, which then budget comes back for xenomorph surgery and surgery.
Like I gotta ask this question: does old boy still have the Goku plot armor and yet survive?
To an extent.
One old boy.
The one her brother.
I mean, he gets a tail through one part of the abdomen, but not a part of the body that like has an serious organ.
So he survived.
Yes.
This dude has unbelievable plot armor. How many other people?
We've seen more.
He is currently
he has got through unscathed.
He is currently Goku after Ginyu took his body. He's in a tube and everything.
Maybe not put your tablet on that, sir, so where you're gonna fall.
He is currently Goku after Ginyu stole his body. He's like in an incubation tube and all, trying to heal.
Okay, I gotta go back and watch that. So, well, what else y'all guys got? Because now
that's pretty much it. Because I didn't watch Peacemaker yet. So
Peacemaker. I don't even want to say they fully retconned what happened. I just want to say we've been taken to a duplicate universe that is not the DC Snyderverse with the same crap from Peacemaker last season.
They just effectively killed the Snyderverse. Like James Gunn just did the right thing, but also did him dirty. Just like completely eradicated the Snyderverse.
Well, I mean, I did see the screenshot from that where it showed, what it showed first season 1 and season 2 where the man who should not be named wasn't there, but you could literally see Mr. Terrific in the chair. You could see Hawk Girl, and I was like,
literally the only person that's still there from the first one is Superman.
Yeah.
But now Supergirl is in place of Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's one way. I have to go back and watch that too. But if you are watching the comments, let us know what you guys actually thought of Peacemaker, of Alien Earth. Like I said, I like Be Life, and so I'd still catch up my own self. But any other shows or anime guys that y'all want to bring up?
None that I want to right now, just for time reason.
Yeah, Peacemaker, that is a very wild start to season 1. Do not watch with children in the room or present. Like that is very much a grown folks time, doors shut, knock before you come in type of episode.
Lanny,
Waller.
I was gonna say, Lanny, if you're listening, that's your warning.
Yeah, Waller has not made an appearance, but it's very much ruining everyone's life. And then we got I don't want to say Frank. Older guy from Creature Commandos. Flag Senior.
Oh, so we're getting Flag. So they did show Flag Senior.
Flag Senior, and they basically said, hey, like, yes, he has the same job as Superman's Flag Senior, but you're wasting literally all our taxpayer money hoping Peacemaker does something, and right now all him and his friends have done is be unemployed and get rejected from every job. Like, what are we doing? Why is no one stopping him?
Oh, so that means that's just going to blow up in his face because eventually he's going to find a reason to go after him if he doesn't already have one. Well, I mean, he has one, but...
So, yeah, they all know, like, yeah, they didn't explain how, but, like, yeah, he knows you killed his son, and he keeps trying to, like, find reasons to go after you, but you've just been home crying and drinking for weeks. So, and everyone's kind of just in their own miserable states right now, minus the bearded dude who works at Belle Reve.
Oh, so what's his face? Shoot. So he works at. Oh, wow.
Because that's why he was in Creature Commandos, because he got re-stationed over there.
Right.
But now Flag is calling all of them because he's like, "Hey, you're his friends, right? Go check on them and report them." And it's just like, dude, like, what? Stop.
It's like you're just trying to find dirt.
And then we realized, other dimensions, other doors, crazy shit. Kind of emotional in the first episode. So, good start. Curious to see how they clean this up in the end, or if it's just over for Peacemaker by the time the show's done.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, let us know in the comments what you guys think of the shows that we brought up, as well as shows that you yourself may have already got up. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and go into comics. But before we do, we always do want to shout out Rick's Comic City, Nashville's #1 go-to place for comic book stores, for mangas, for pretty much everything under the sun when it comes to world of pop culture. You name it, they got it. Can be found there. 2 locations, Nashville, Tennessee, and Clarksville, Tennessee, as well as rickscomiccity.com. Definitely check them out. Show them love if you are in the Middle Tennessee area. Also, if you are in the Middle Tennessee area, not because this handsome gentleman right there is not just working there. It's you can always check him out there.
Trying to keep customers. Why don't you keep showing that one hideous face that's going to drive people away? Zoom in on the marshmallow Pikachus.
I was gonna say, you guys have the Pikachus.
You got the Pikachus, but
just if they make the Mega, what was the one that they just ruined? That was in the
Mega Dragonite.
Mega Dragonite,
not Dragonite. The other one that had the whole parental advisory please. I know there's gonna be a plushie. Don't do it. Look how they massacre my boy.
So that is actually the Nintendo licensed master sword that lights up and makes sound effects.
Nice. So as Joe's trying to distract himself from his
$500 for one functional hook shot.
I still want that. But as Joe is trying to distract us, please go check him out at Middle Tennessee Gaming. Not because Joe works there and he can give you helpful advice, but they also offer TCG gaming, video gaming, retcon, things of that nature, and they're good and friendly people. Why? Because one of our own is over there, despite the fact that he says he's not friendly. He is. As he tries to do a stone face right now. But
I'm very friendly. I just have a hideous mug, and this is a horrible picture of me.
Jesus.
For example, today we had a draft where 100% of the draft proceeds went to those affected to the Bellevue apartment fire. And that will also be the case for tomorrow's event, where again, all the event proceeds that we'll be hosting the event for will also go to those affected to the Bellevue apartment fires.
Yeah, so if you can donate, every little bit does help. But definitely check out Middle Tennessee Gaming. They are located in the Bellevue area. I need to get the address next time. Joe, do you got the address?
All you got to do is go off exit 196, and it's in the same plaza as the Subway and Chinese buffet.
Well, if you're local, you know what he's talking about. But with that being said, guys, also support your local libraries, support your local indie artists, support your local comic book stores, because they all need our patronage. Joe, I do see that you got your comics up, sir, so give me just 1 second, because there we go. So, whenever you're ready.
As soon as we stop blinking. Okay, we got Absolute Flash number 6. This is written by Jeff Lemire with art by Nick Robles and colors by Andrino Lucas. Pretty much long and short of this one is we get to know the Rogues and get the Rogues' origin of how they got roped into being the Rogues.
Still funny.
That's literally what this issue was.
Still funny that Captain Boomerang is exactly the same iteration in every book he's in. But I'm not complaining. It was a good one.
Universal constant.
True.
What can I say? Universal constant. Next up, we got Justice League Red number 1. This is written by Saladin Ahmed, who previously wrote Miles Morales. art by Clayton Henry and colors by Alfred Pareto. Red Tornado puts together a response team. Seen here of Red Canary, Simon Baz. Thank God someone's using him finally. Being co-leaders with Power Girl, Deadman, and Cyborg because no one's using Cyborg anymore. And it's just Black Ops and trying to stop crime before it actually instigates. I'll be keeping an eye on this. Looks like it'll just be a fun book. I give this, though realistically, I give this at least 12 issues.
Yeah,
this would be a fun book, but I also realize what the readership is right now, and this will probably max out at 12 issues. I hope to be proven wrong, but I just got one of those feelings.
Yeah, I dig it as well. It like Joe said, it's the Black Ops side of Justice League, and the Red Tornado is literally trying to justify all of it. And the twist at the end is intriguing, but I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to leave it at that.
But again, it's got Power Girl in it, so I'll read. Up new, we got the all-new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. This title is too long. This is written by Stephanie Phillips, art by Paolo Vellini, and colors by Matt Milla. Pretty much this comes out of the TVA thing where Gwen has fused with a cosmic cube, meaning both her and her father can now exist in the standard universe without cellular degradation. And she's starting up a new life here, starting up a new band, getting to know her core cast, which is her maybe boyfriend, the second Black Tarantula.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, something is killing people indiscriminately, and it may possibly be a symbiote. And it may be her former symbiote suit.
That's what I got from that. That looked like it was the former symbiote suit, but like you said, like this issue, I like where they're going with this. This is probably going to be the one Spider-Gwen I'm like, I do want to kind of keep up with because it's intriguing. So yeah, I definitely want to continue reading this one. It does have an interesting story to this one.
Yeah, I like the suit redesign too. Next up, we got Spider-Man number 10. This is written by Joe Kelly with guest art Michael Dowling's back. I just wish he would stay. Colors by Matt Garcia and Eric Arcasina. We are just continuing the story from last time. Spider-Man got beaten by Hellgate, and as a result, he is training and becoming much more brutal and effective than he usually is, while Black Cat's also kind of there. Pete's living his best life, although I now know that he is not Peter Parker, and this Spider-Man is not Peter either, meaning Spider-Man is probably Kane, and Pete is more than likely Ben Reilly, trying to take over Pete's life.
And
I'm okay with.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's definitely Kane and Ben Reilly on this one because literally two different polar opposites, and still begs the question: where is the real Peter in all this? But
he's in space.
It's still a good issue, though.
Yeah, again, and the artwork helps so much. It really does. Also, he totally blows off Tombstone, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Ben just has zero time for Tombstone. I was like, I don't have time for you. Just you want Spider-Man so badly, you can call him yourself. I'm not your errand boy.
It literally, you know where to find me. As a throat shocker.
Next up, we got Black Cat number 1. We get a new Black Cat series. This is written by G. Willow Wilson, art by Brian Reber, and art by Glev Melkinov. New Felicia book. We just see a normal day in the life of Felicia. She is at the night nurse clinic getting stitched up from a tumble with the lizard, as the lizard is sitting next to her for a mild bumping concussion. She does make reference to the Active Spider-Man book, meaning these are concurrently running stories. I just like having the Black Cat book because Felicia's so much fun.
I mean, it's an interesting story. I will say that.
It's not a Jed McKay written Black Cat, which is usually the better ones, but I'm willing to give G. Willow Wilson a try because she was the original author for Ms. Marvel. So it's got that slightly comedic touch to it, which I do enjoy. And again, like I said, Felicia's just a fun character in general.
Yeah, fair enough. I can always give it another issue.
Imperial number 3. This is written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Evening Gazzello and Federico Vincentini, colors by Federico Blee. Several things are happening. We do know for a fact Star-Lord, Shuri, and Nova got to Xandar, where Nova gets his strongest helmet possible, the one linked with World Mind. Wiccan and Hulkling get out of their situation, and we find out that it's the Grandmaster and Maximus the Mad have been pulling the strings on this just for Maximus the Mad to flip the tables on the Grandmaster and just say, by the way, I'm working with my brother, Deuces.
It's not
fantastic. Loved it.
Yeah, it's not a bad issue. I love the fact of how Star-Lord and Nova and Shuri all come to this conclusion. We have to hurry up and beat my brother before my brother gets here with the rest of everyone, because it's just gonna be a and the thing about it is, it's like everybody's fighting everybody else, but no one is actually looking to see the real enemy. That's all it's like. So it becomes a race on beating T'Challa. Okay, I can see that.
Yep. Solid. Love it to death. New Avengers number 3. This is written by Sam Humphries, art by Ton Lima, and colors by Rain Brito. We take down Bucky wants the Hulk on the team. Hulk says no.
Yeah.
Banner says, by the way, you guys are the new Avengers. Clea teleports them out of there because Hulk's getting ready to just murder everybody because this is the new version of the Hulk. By the way, go read the Hulk book. It's really good. And everybody winds up in Hokkaido, Japan, where we meet the hybridized Professor X variant, and also Carnage Eddie Brock is now on the team. And stuff happens there. This is a good solid Thunderbolts book, just disguised as the new Avengers. But this is a new Thunderbolts book.
Yep, it is interesting. I will say that.
I do like Carnage in this capacity. He's kind of funny in this one.
The fact that he's kind of the voice of reason, like you're gonna really let him take that? You of all people? I was like, that's kind of instigating, but that is Carnage.
And again, reason why Wolverines don't smile. That smile is terrifying. I'm having so much fun.
and then proceeds to scare everybody.
Oh god, yeah, that's terrifying. Next up, we got Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. This is written by Jerry Dugan with art by Javier Garron, Paco Medina, and Joanne Cabal with art by Jesus Abroitov. The Fantastic Four have to come from the future, deliver a present for the future to try to save the present. Meanwhile, the villains joined in because Godzilla stomped their favorite bar. Doctor Strange pretty much proves he's completely pointless in the fight against Godzilla. And Godzilla has been thrown into the walls between universes for the moment. He will be back. He always comes back. Oh, Godzilla gets to fight Fin Fang Foom. It goes exactly how you think it's going to go.
They really made Godzilla. I know with these, I get it, I understand it, but you made him just like, I'm not saying OP, but it's freaking close.
Well, I mean, he's been a citizen of the Marvel Universe before, and they even explained, like, the last time we fought him, he was not this strong.
Yeah. and give it, and I will give it to Peter to hurry up and get the Venom symbiote away from Godzilla. It's like you do not want to see a symbiotic a kaiju. I'm sorry. So at least that's one bullet we dodged.
Oh, thank God. Next up, we got G.I. Joe number 10. This is written by Joshua Williamson, art by Andrea Molina, and colors by Lee Lowridge. Cover Girl and Baroness continue their fight for Baron Blood, but it's a bluff. Clutch and Hound go looking for Energon so that Hound doesn't power down, but Risks finds him and wrongly assumes that he's a Cobra double agent. Meanwhile, Cobra shows up and it's like, we're going to take you as hostages. And then behind them is Hound, who's just stalking all of them.
And this is why I sit there and say that story is finally going to come to a head, because there's no way I'm speculating in the next episode, there's just no way that it's just not going to be a secret anymore.
I'm kind of mad it was Risk and it wasn't Matt Tracker. Now we get that Mask time. We did meet Matt Tracker in the free comic book day thing, so we know Mask is officially part of this universe.
Yeah.
And that Mask is using retrofitted Cybertronian tech to transform vehicles, which has always made more sense to me than anything on how that universe is. But I was kind of disappointed it was Risk and not Matt Tracker. But still, just the big picture of Hound just like looming over all of Cobra was fantastic. Oh, and something about Destro and Cobra Commander, but
Yeah, that's gonna come to a head anyway. But yeah, I think the secret is gonna be out between the Transformers and Cobra and G.I. Joe. I just think that's coming to a head in the next issue.
And then finally, we got Ghost Pepper number 2. This is written by Ludo Lullaby and art by Andrino Lucas. The long and short of this is we get the history of what this world is through Leloid telling Ash about how someone defeated somebody known as the Great Cinder, and Ash is like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I'm the one who fought that dude."
That was so funny. If
and
there
then
was ever
Ash's counterpart, Eve, I want to say her name was.
Yeah, Eve.
And then we see the big bad is actually a very caring family man.
If Akuma had children, that's what the best.
It's just like, well, we do this to honor these things because the great ones defeated Cinder, and Ash just like, what are you talking about?
That part was funny. It's like you worship him. He really almost got to the point there he was beyond insulted. He's like, of anybody should be getting that type of love. It should be me. but
the next issue is teased that Leroy's former boss, who drives an even bigger food truck than she is, because really this is just Mad Max with food trucks.
Pretty much.
Which I love to that. This is a great concept. We're going to keep an eye on this one.
But yeah, definitely fun.
Yep. That's all the comics we got this week.
All right. Well, with that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and sign on off. We do thank everybody that watched, that let people know it's live. We certainly appreciate that. Again, apologize for the late start, guys. Life be lifing, but still thanks for hanging out with us. I'm going to start first with the man, the myth, the legend. He is everywhere. Tafara, you want to let people know what you're up to, sir?
Yeah, I'm still posting on my channel. Trying to keep it up to date as possible. There's a Power Rangers skit because SPD's first 2 episodes made me laugh a lot. Also, the Power Rangers collab with Fortnite was great timing. I honestly finally watched the 2017 film. I don't know why Saban dropped the ball on that. What else we got going on? Clips are still coming out on Blurred's Eye View, so still doing that Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Podcast is back Tuesdays and Thursdays. Still streaming Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so you can catch me Monday. I think we have like 2 more streams left for Twilight Princess, and that adventure is over. Just started Code Lyoko Quest for Infinity. Fridays, I think I'm going to try to see if I can do more one-and-done games. Did the entire Ed, Edd n Eddy game last week. Did all of TMNT today. There's also a post on my community tab here on YouTube. So if you see any suggestions up there you think I should burn through, let me know. Next week, I may attempt to try to go back and do the what if mode for Spider-Man, because I know that there are things in there that I'm probably going to have a mental flashbang when I see them. So that's kind of on the docket for now.
All right. Cool with that. Joe, another busy man. Again, because yes, this man makes me look lazy about how busy he is. But Joe, you want people to know what you're up to and what you'll be doing, sir? Joe.
Joe, he's getting stuff together.
It's like
he's alive. He's
alive. I was like, you want to let people know where they can find you or what you're up to, Joe?
You can find me over at Middle Tennessee Gaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. I will be streaming again once the new Mech Warrior DLC drops. We will be putting out a new episode of Ultra Watch with Tafari and I pretty soon. The new episode just dropped, so I gotta watch that too. Other than that, I'm just like at work with the API group or at home cleaning or at the gym or cooking or asleep on my couch. One of those things. I mean, I'm everywhere and I'm doing a whole lot. Thank God for having good time management skills.
But the food you be making be delicious, though. Well, this where, for at least I can say visually it looks delicious.
It is spicy and low in calorie and good for me.
Yeah, can't knock that. Well, thank you, sir. Before I do get to myself, some shameless plugging as usual. Shout out to APR TV. Why? Because shows like the Give It Podcast can be seen on there. Definitely check out APR TV on the Roku channel store or on the Amazon Fire TV app, along with other shows like Blurred's Eye View as well. Like, share, and follow, because trust me, as streaming services are going up, you're going to love to actually join on other sites like this. Speaking of other sites, definitely check out blurredstation.com. Again, another place to where our content, our viewership, most support our dollars should be going to. It is $10.99 a month to stream Blurred Station. Definitely go to blurredstation.com, hit the join now button, and definitely subscribe. You will not be disappointed. As for myself, guys, please follow the Give It Podcast on all socials: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok, as we will be posting more there. Our reviews on video games, on animes, things of that nature. And also clips from the show. You can definitely check it out on the YouTube channel from there. We try to post the funny clips, at least when Joe catches me laughing or catches me or Tafara laughing, one of the two. But definitely check us out there. I myself, Black_Spartan615, can also be found there. Like and follow me. And going from there, hey, Bama, Roll Tide as well. And like we said, guys, again, definitely like, follow us, because, again, we cannot do any of this without your support. We do thank you for every like, for every follow, for every sub. We certainly appreciate it. You missed us, man, but hey, you can always catch us back on the replay, because we definitely will be back up. But with that being said, like we said, thank you all for watching. I myself will be streaming, not tonight, but tomorrow, back on Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Again, trying out a Souls-like game to see if I can play it and beat it. So definitely follow me, Black_Spartan, on Twitch or TikTok or Instagram. They'll be streaming on all of those. Outside of that, the best things I can say, guys, again, don't doom scroll, protect your peace, protect your strong friends, check on your friends, tall or text. At the same time, guys, the rules are still the same. Respect the cosplayer at all times. Please wash your ass, and wear clean clothes. At the same time, talk, share, and discuss your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool. Also, definitely check out Blurred's Eye View every Tuesday and Thursday, as Tafari said, on the YouTube channel. Check out Room Full of Blurs. Check out BlurredCon Speaks. Check out Show Quote. Check out Geek by Heart. Check out Fresh Press by Z, because we call her a nail tactician. Again, like and share with all these people, because that's what we try to do. We try to spread the love. We don't gatekeep. We simply want to provide you guys with good entertainment. That being said, as we are wrapping this up, guys, we'll be back here next week, San Get Bit Time, San Get Bit channel, with news of the week as well as updates to games on anime and things of that nature. But we do thank you for hanging out with us. Guys, any last words we call tonight?
Congrats, Bubsy. People still remember you.
It's true. Joe?
Remember, we do not support John Walker in any way, shape, or form in this podcast.
I don't know that was coming. I've been Spartan. He's been Joe. He's been Tafara TV. This has been the Give It Podcast from that, guys. Do take care of yourselves and each other. I promise we will somehow make it through this, probably with another John Walker reference. Peace.